I gotta say it looks pretty good with the score and snap method. Liking it. I went ahead and did a test fit on here. I definitely need to do some adjusting. The mounts on the front don't touch, but I can see, how much I need to adjust them and get that all adjusted before I do any painting, and then that way I know it's, touching and right on surface and everything. Get it all fixed up before I do. These ones are actually on the window area, so I'm going to go ahead and move them back. I've got another open space there. And I might just upgrade to the Gorilla mounts. I've heard good things about them, but I don't know. I've never used the magnets until this car, so I'm still experimenting and learning as I go. But yeah, I think it looks pretty clean on there with the offset wheels and everything that I've got right now. It's pretty stanced out right to the edge of the lip there, and that's all the way around. Same thing. So if I can, get it to mount up and sit that way, then this will be the best looking body, I believe, on this chassis, because it will be the one that the wheels fit the best directly dead in the center. My other one's over there. That one fits to where the wheels are a little bit far back, which is why I had to roll the rear of the fenders. As you can kind of see there, they're rolled and dip out. So. But yeah, if you don't know about rolling the fenders, you can catch my video on that, and there's a little thing right up here to do that. So check that out if you need to know how to roll the fenders, and if you are unsure about doing it, maybe have someone help you. But yeah, so this is my next one, and I am ready to rock and roll on some outlining of some design and artwork and whatnot on the outside. So I'm going to try and figure that out now. Maybe. Hopefully. What's up, everybody? So I am working on this new body. This is my Liberty Works, or LB Works, Liberty Walk, wide body Mustang, whatever you want to call it. It's the MST LBMT word. So say that 3 times fast. I don't even want to try. But anyway, I've outlined some spots. I've marked some stuff off that I wanted to make sure that I remembered what I needed and where I needed it. And I went ahead and drew a flame job on the front. I want to go ahead and try and do something like that. And I tried to make it kind of as symmetrical as I could by doing it freehand. Let me tell you, drawing flames on something and getting them somewhat symmetrical is a lot harder than it looks. So that's my first attempt at doing it that way, and we'll see how that turns out. Other than that, I've marked off some other spots. I got to put the racing stripes on underneath the flames, and I have those coming out from under the flames and go down the length of the back end there. And yeah, we'll just I don't know, we'll see what develops. I don't know what else I'm going to do. I'm not sure yet 100% what colors I'm going to do it in. I'm going to try something different while incorporating some of the other stuff I have already done and see how it ends up. So yeah, we'll find out. Alright, so you might remember previously when I was telling you about cutting out the bodies and whatnot that I save all these little pieces because you never know when something's going to come in handy. So I did end up saving a piece that actually came off the Mustang and is going to be incorporated right back into the Mustang. And I think it's kind of cool. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be something I think will turn out pretty cool if it turns out like I want it to. Alright, so I've been working a little bit here more on the Mustang, and I went ahead and actually changed the lines, the flames on the side a little bit. I wanted them to kind of come over in the fender more dramatically and then down the side a little bit more. So I went ahead and changed that up and matched it up, on both sides. So that way I've got the same design. And right now what I'm doing is I'm actually doing some work on the wing, the piece that I created with the little piece of basically spare polycarbonate that I cut off from the body. I was able to go ahead and mock it up and put it on there, and basically I created, you know, like a little clear addition to the wing, which you can see there. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it clear because typically when they stick up that far, they are clear, so that way you can still see through the back window and over the wing. But that's a pretty cool addition. I've already test fitted on there. It looks pretty good. And, you know, just kind of cut it to where it went basically side to side from this little line right here on the wing to that line. And then now I'm currently screwing it down in the back. I've got some of the small screws, and I'm going to go ahead and screw it down yeah, then put it in place. I went ahead and highlighted the edge of it with some gold marker. I'm going to go ahead and redo the highlighting once I get it all screwed in, because handling it, some of it has come off. But then that way it's kind of got a little bit of visibility to it, not a whole lot, but you know, when the light hits it right, like that edge, you can see lighting up gold. I think it'll look pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and finish adding that on there, and then that way the wing will be ready for whenever I get ready to actually put it on. So kind of cool, just a neat little creation out of some scrap polycarbonate. Okay, so test fit on there, and looks good. You can see the little clear plastic addition that I added on there. I think it looks pretty cool. I may try to flip it up a little bit more, but yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I kind of wish it was like smoked, but I don't want to paint it from one side since both sides are, you know, highly visible, the top and then also the back side. So I'm just going to leave it clear. I think once the rest of the car is painted, then that may be a little bit more visible and stand out a little bit more as being one of the only clear pieces on it, since everything else will have paint. So we'll see, but that's what I have finished off so far, and I'm going to liquid mask the inside of it, and then that way I can go ahead and start cutting out designs and get to painting and whatnot. So in looking at this body, you can see it's already, of course, starting to dry. It's going back to clear. The lines are highly visible, but here's a perfect example where some of that blue has kind of built up and looks like it would hide the line right there that goes across that. Now, there actually is a black line painted right there, well, marked right there, you know, but where it's got buildup right there, you can't see it at the moment. However, here in about 10 minutes when that dries, it will of course be back to looking like this. So again, this stuff is looking like it might very well be the way to go from now on for me, because if I can avoid any type of paint bleed as I was getting before when I was trying to mask stuff off with you know, masking tape or electrical tape or even painter's tape, contact paper. I mean, a couple of different things I've tried. So hopefully this works out well, because it's looking pretty solid. Okay, so I've got another coat that I put on there, thicker, and you can pretty much tell like the darker colorations. I've really tried to focus and get it kind of thick on the hood right there where I have to cut out those flames. So you can definitely see that it's a much darker blue than it is, like say, just in front of it there where it's more yellow. So I'm still going to go ahead and give it another coat because I'm super nervous about it messing up. So yeah, I'm going to put another one on it real quick, and this will be hopefully the last one before I can start cutting out the details and get to painting. So it's got a decent thickness to it. I don't know the best way to go about determining what the appropriate level is, because I've only used this stuff once, but I think that should suffice, hopefully. You can kind of see when you look through too, like different brush strokes in different directions that let you know, like layer, 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 layer. Who knows? I just don't want to mess this one up because I like this body and I'm really hoping this paint job works out. Alright, so I finally went ahead and started the process of cutting and removing the mask, and so far I've only cut that one little bit off, and I'm peeling off this second piece right here. It is coming off nice and easily right now, which I expected. The real test will be after I have sprayed those pinstripes, or rather stripes in, and then how easy it is to remove the mask, like in between and then on the outside edges. So right now I'm just starting the cut and remove to get this underway, but I am ready to go. Alright, so I have got the stripes cut out and removed. And it's looking pretty good, actually. It's coming along pretty well. I'm excited. It's going to be pretty cool.